Urai muthenya munene University ya Embu na kuria marakorirwe magikiranira ngirimiti cia unyitaniri wa ucenjia wa riera na kiama kia GAPL kana nikio Gitutho Architect and Planners Limited ovamwe na kiama gia KCIC kana nikio Kenya Climate Innovation giki ni kiria kirugamirite ucenjia wa riera bururi-ri.
For all initiative. This initiative was launched back in 2019 at the UN General Assembly, and the initiative unites leaders across all sectors towards a focus on zero carbon buildings for all. And for us as a company that is in practice, has been in practice for many years, we've done projects in Kenya, in South Sudan, in Uganda. We feel that we must be part of the solution, and that is why we are here today. I do want to emphasize again the reason that we're here today. The construction sector alone contributes 39% of CO2 emissions. Again, the construction sector takes up 36% of global energy consumption. Yes, it sounds like quite a bit of impact that the construction sector has on the environment, but again, you can look at the other side of the card. The good news is that we are also best placed to make the most impact if we make some changes in the way we do things. And that is why we're here today speaking about the Green Innovation Center. I think I'll discuss the other matters after this, but I do want to mention one is that the GIC is a landmark project, and it's landmark really because you're talking about a building that is zero carbon, then you're talking about the use of the building being focused on sustainable and climate action-oriented products and innovations and businesses, and then you're talking about the output of these businesses also being in that space. So you have building, you have the use, and you have output, and all those are really going to be impactful in matters of climate action.
Mugongo wa unyitaniri uyu ni gutigirira ni makorwo magithomithia mbeu mbithi andu uvorori ukonie ucenjia wa riera. Murungamiriri munene wa KCIC Kenya Climate Innovation Center arakorirwe akiuga ni megutigirira ni marutithania wira na University ya Embu ovamwe kwi mbeu mbithi atumia na andu onthe uvorori wigi greenhouses, wigi wa mai kana niguo water conservation na recycling mwenari wigie ucenjia uyu wa riera.
I'm the CEO of Kenya Climate Innovation Center, and really, gives a lot of joy to be here in Embu University, where this Green Innovation Center will be a flagship project trying to help the region, to mitigate and adapt to climate change. From our perspective, the programs that will be run within the Green Innovation Center is where we can add a lot of value. We've been doing supporting of enterprises, both by young people and old people with innovative ideas around climate change for the last 10 years. So we feel, obligated to bring some of these skills, to this university, and also for the young people around this region, so that then we can be able to help in try to boost their projects and to boost their ideas to the next level. We obviously comes with, kind of the script in terms of how it is done, in terms of incubation, acceleration. But I think more important is also in terms of resources, where we can be able to connect them with the right finances, also connect Embu University, with the right resources, to see that this dream come true. Because indeed, if all universities in this country and all institutions were looking at climate change the way Embu University is looking at climate change, and sustainable development, then Kenya and Africa and globally will be a different place. So really, it's a great joy to be here and to see this, MOU signing, and hopefully then we can start rolling up our sleeves as we implement the program, because it's truly, truly needed for the people of this region and for Kenya. Maybe in this program.
Professor Kipragat Kout na nike Deputy Vice Chancellor wa University ino ya Embu ni arakorirwo agitariria uvoro wigie unyitaniri uvamwe na kumaireithia uvorori wigie Memorandum of Understanding iria marakorirwe magikiranira ngirimiti.
Munene muno kwa University ya Embu to sign memorandum ya understanding kana mworoto wa maundu maria tukwenda kurutha twina Kenya Climate Innovation Center na GAPL na University of Embu nundu nitukwenda gutuma Green Innovation Center, na Green Innovation Center ni nyombere ikegua ikiruthaga utafiti kana mauntu maria makonie kurumbuia mauntu ma climate change. Na climate change ni guchenjia kwa riera yes. Kogu center no tukwenda kuthondeka guku University ya Embu ni center igatutethia muno, especially antu maria nini maria makigwa maina mauntu maria magacaga au makarutha ira twitaga incubation kana kwambiriria ku test na gukuria meciria thiini wa nyombenu meciria maria makonie mauntu ma kurigiriria gucenjia kuu kwa rera. Koguo twina gikeno muno nuntu uyu ni untu ukaumba gutwika ukabotekana thiini wa region ino yetu ya Embu.
Agikorwo akiuga gwikiranira irore cia MOU kana niyo Memorandum of Understanding ni kuonania unyitaniri wao o vamwe na ciama ino. Vice Chancellor Professor Daniel Mugendi arakorirwe akiuga ni megutigirira ni matwaranithia unyitaniriri uyu wa ucenjia wa riera. Ni mambiriritie na mworoto uyu kuona ati ni mambiriritie na kuvanda miti 5,000 university ri mainjirari cia kuroria uvoro wa wigi wa mai kana ni water conservation mwena uyu wa university.
We are doing a lot. Of course, one of the obvious ones is tree planting, and I'm sure you have participated in some of those initiatives. Like this season alone, the rainy season that's just about to conclude, we planted over 5,000 trees within the university. So that is one of the things that we are doing. Obviously, there are many others that will come through. They may not be in. We may not be doing this in a big scale, but we are doing this a lot, trying to see how, for example, we can recycle the things that we use here, water, materials, especially that we are producing even in our farm. How do we recycle these so that then we end up with an environment that is more friendly? And of course now with the Green Innovation Center coming in, I see that moving a step, a notch higher.
Ana Mugure Njenda uria nike partner kuma kwa GAPL ni megukorwa makinyitanirira na biashara anini kuma mwena uyu wa Embu na county iria ciengi cieva kuve.
I think one of the most important things about the reason behind this is climate action, and really around how buildings can respond to the matters of climate action. The construction industry contributes quite a bit to the impact of climate change. I mentioned before 39% of CO2 emissions can be attributed to the industry, whether it's manufacturing, transport of the materials, construction of the materials, wastage that comes from those buildings. And about another 36% in terms of global energy consumption comes from buildings, which really puts the construction industry in a good position to make an impact when it comes to climate change. And this is where the Green Innovation Center comes in. University of Embu is really the most ideal partner for this project, being a really innovative university that is focused on climate action. Additionally, not just the building will be green, but the activities within the building will be focused on sustainable products and sustainable innovations. We're looking at a few different sectors. We're looking at agriculture, we're looking at sustainable building materials being incubated in this center. We're looking at waste management, we're looking at water conservation, and we're also looking at renewable energy sources. I think that brings me to a very good point to now speak about, based on that, why KCIC is the most ideal, a very key ally in delivering of this Green Innovation Center. It's because they are already incubating and promoting businesses in this space. They are one of the largest voices, not just in Kenya, but regionally in terms of climate action.